Hey guys, it's LeaLeaVSG. I am here for my week 29 post-op check-in for vertical sleeve gastrectomy. I was sleeved in Atlanta, Georgia on July 13, 2016 by Dr. Paul Masick at Northside Hospital. My highest weight was 288. Date of surgery, I was 269. My last video, I was 195.4. And as of the scale yesterday morning, I was 191.8. So that's a loss of 3.6 from my last video. It's a loss of 77.2 from surgery and a loss of 96.2 from my highest. For a goal weight of 160, I have officially lost 75.2% of my excess weight. It's been a little bit busy around here with work, and for my side business, I actually just signed a contract with a local antique store to do a display for 3 months minimum. So I've been working on getting that together. I started setting it up yesterday, but now I just have to make more products to stock the shelves. Also, had a pretty big day today. Got someone I want you all to meet. This is little baby Lulu. Say hi. She came home from the shelter today, didn't you? Didn't you? So she is just the biggest little love bug. She has been nothing but snuggles since I got her home. And I didn't notice until we got her home, but it looks like we might have a previously broken leg. It's bent pretty funny, and it's pretty shaky when she puts weight on it, but we go to the vet tomorrow, so we are just going to get that figured out then. But she is just a little love bug, and so good. And of course, a little Beanie, he's pretty ticked, but he'll get over it. He'll get over it. But this is little Lulu. My nephew wanted to FaceTime, so we did, and he asked what her middle name was, and I said she didn't have one yet. So he named her Lulu Pumpkin. So this is Lulu Pumpkin, everybody. Huh. Not quite sure what she is. We think she's a lab mix, but she's got some kind of short legs and a really long, skinny tail, almost kind of like a Chihuahua. It's really hard to say, but we'll see what the vet thinks about her breed tomorrow too. And she got a big old wormy belly. We're gonna do some warmers tonight, but so far we've had 2 puddles in the house, but those were my fault. I didn't get her outside quick enough. Literally 2 minutes after she drinks, she's gotta go. But we've had 3 poops outside and then a couple of pees, huh? So we're getting there. We're getting there. And Mama is needing a break. It seems like every time Mama wants to rest, this little girl stops snoozing like this and decides we're gonna chew on Mommy's fingers. So I'd put her upstairs in her crate for a little quiet time. And then, of course, my mom, her grandma, had to FaceTime, so we had to get her out. So now here she is, and my struggle is real. I mean, gosh, forced puppy snuggles. Help, pray for me. But very excited. I felt like I've been in a funk for a really long time, and this just seemed like something good and positive to focus on. So I now have a new baby. The cats are outside. They're not wanting to come in right now. They're pretty ticked, but you know, it's an adjustment, and everybody will be fine. She pretty much ignores them. She just follows me around, but they're mad, but they'll get over it. But I had been wanting to do a video about my 6 months, just going over things that I wish I had known before surgery. And I'd been putting the list together for quite some time, and then honestly just ended up not having time to do the video. So that's probably what I will go over today with the help of this baby girl. This baby girl. You're not going to be sleepy tonight when I put you in your crate and try to go to bed, though, are you? You're probably going to howl. I bet you do. So I'll just start going down the list. The biggest one, I think they're all pretty big. I'll start from the top. Your relationships will definitely change after surgery. I lost some friendships, and that especially, and I think not just the fact that I lost friendships, but the people I lost them with. was really surprising because I guess I thought I was a lot closer and better friends with them than I was. But it happens, and so, just you got to be prepared for that. But I think the biggest relationship that will change for you is the one with yourself. Um, After surgery, you will become your biggest cheerleader. You'll become your worst critic, and it's so funny. But you have to remember, you didn't get the way you were in a day, so you can't expect, instant overnight changes either. So, just make sure to be kind to yourself. The next one, which was a nice little pleasant surprise. To me, sugar-free vanilla pudding tastes like cake batter. I know a lot of people can't do very sweet things. I haven't had too much of a problem with it. Like it doesn't, I don't dump. I don't really crave sweet things, but it doesn't like make me sick. But just, I was just so surprised at how sweet, those sugar-free things tasted. Oh, calm down. The online weight loss surgery community. It can be your best friend, your best support center, and it can also be your worst enemy. I've learned that there are a lot of people who do things their own way, do things differently because every surgeon is different, every path is different. But some people embrace the differences and are just there to support each other. Some people don't. Some people are jerks. So sometimes you do have to block people, delete people, and just take what people say with a grain of salt and don't let it get under your skin, even though sometimes it will. There's also a huge mental struggle, not with just eating, although the first few weeks post-op, the head hunger is strong. Especially me, I was on liquids for a full 4 weeks before I could even start purees. But don't worry, because when you finally get to eat those things that you were craving for so long, they really don't taste that great. Um, but in addition, the head hunger and the mental struggles. Oh gosh, I just got to realize how rough I'm looking today. Um, the mental struggles, continue with other aspects of your life, like clothes shopping. I never thought I would be anxious to be trying on regular size clothes, but I was. And I think literally it's because you don't even know where to start because you're used to, going to the plus size section, looking at certain sizes. And so when you get down, to into like some normal sizes, you don't even know like what size to try on, where to even start. I found myself, I would keep wandering back over the plus size section trying to find something that would fit me because it's all I've known. Over Thanksgiving, going shopping, like I knew it wasn't going to happen, but I think I had such phobias of shopping in these regular stores. Like I literally thought I was going to be told to leave Forever 21 and Aeropostale because they don't have things there that fit me, which is not true, but for so long it was the case, and I always felt so self-conscious going in those stores. Going out to eat, or when you're eating with other people around, because I kind of have the thing, my go-to foods that I kind of stick with. But then when family would come to town, or I'd have guests, or people want to go out to eat, you have to figure out how to do that. You have to figure out how to please everybody and still be able to stick with your goals. So it's funny because I realize how little I think about eating these days, until my mom came to visit and we had to, she had to eat. She had to eat normal meals. So trying to figure out what everybody's going to eat, and because we could get Chinese, but that would, oh, you got the hiccups. You got your hiccups. It's okay. It's okay. A Chinese meal would feed me for a month of Sundays, but she's like, I don't want to just sit around and eat leftovers. So, um, next, you will be entirely convinced a couple times throughout this journey, your first few months, that you have messed up, that you have screwed everything up. And you're the one person that surgery can't help. You're the one person who's not going to lose the weight. You're the one exception out of everyone. It's not true. We all have stalls. We all fall off the wagon. And like I said before, you can be your best cheerleader and your worst enemy. And that's where the worst enemy comes into play, is because you mess up and you will just be so hard on yourself But remember those feelings, because those are going to be the feelings that drive you to not make those mistakes again, to not fall back into old habits. So just remember how when you hit that point where you think you've screwed up and fallen off the wagon, remember how shitty that makes you feel. And keep that feeling with you the next time you have a moment of weakness. And next, the stuff you crave won't even taste good. I already mentioned that. You will overshop, especially during your post-op recovery when you're going through the different stages. You're going to just be so focused on what you can and can't eat yet. So especially when you're like preparing for the next stage, like, oh, puree and oh, soft foods. You're going to see so many different things in the store that you think will work for those phases, and you're going to just shop like crazy. At least I did. And then it comes to the point where you're eating so little, you've got this fridge stocked with all this food. So, and then I noticed, like, once I started eating more normal foods again, I stuck with a lot of the same things. So you end up having to kind of clean stuff out, but it happens, and it's no big deal. And I talked about like the eating out and the weight loss friendly restaurants and stuff. One thing that worked for me was Red Lobster. My mom and I shared crab legs. We just had them add on a side salad, and I ate a little bit of that. Or just being able to look at menus and stuff, because there's this one restaurant down here called Folks. It's like Southern home cooking. Not a whole lot on the menu that's healthy, but I was able to find some grilled chicken tenders. So that was kind of a lifesaver when my family was here for Christmas. The next one, crossing your legs, is awesome. Okay, to the point where that's more comfortable than not. Body dysmorphia is so freaking real, it's not even funny. I can still look in the mirror and still see, almost 300-pound me. It's just now, I'd say, like maybe the past month, that I'm starting to see a difference. But still, when I look in the mirror, I still feel like I am so much bigger than I am. Poop. Your relationship with poop will change. What was it that I used to say, that I said like right after surgery? I was like, pooping after weight loss surgery is comparable to having to take a nap as a little kid. You don't want to, you don't miss it until you don't get to do it anymore. So, keep up your fluids, keep up your stool softeners. I loved Colace. I took it every day for like the first few months until now I'm about every day by myself. And forming healthy habits, the sooner you start after post-op, the easier it is. As soon as you're cleared for exercise, get your butt to the gym. Start on a routine, because that is the best time to make changes, because things don't feel normal. Honestly, it feels like you're never going to feel normal again right after surgery. So while you're adjusting to your new life, if you can, start those new habits and routines, it's going to be so much easier than, 6 months down the road trying to, get a gym routine down, which is where I'm at right now. You're going to feel self-conscious. You're going to feel insecure. And it's okay. It's normal. It's normal. And also going back to restaurants and eating with other people, it's so freaking weird. When I was home for Thanksgiving, my mom, my aunt, and I went to brunch after church, and I ordered an omelet. And my aunt got a little mad because she wanted to share like the fried mozzarella sticks, and I was like, well, yeah, I can't really eat much, so I think I ate like half of one, which is like a bite. And then I ate maybe half my omelet, and I stopped when I was full, and she stops and looks at me and goes, "What are you doing?" I'm like, "I'm full, Sharon. I'm full." And like at Thanksgiving, I just used a little, like one of the little tiny round dessert plates. I didn't use like the big old heavy duty meal plates that everybody else did. So I think people kind of watched what I was doing, but nobody said anything. Everybody's been supportive. But I think people just are curious. Which is nothing wrong with that. I would rather people be curious and me be able to educate them than for them to judge me based on like things they're seeing on like my 600-pound life and things like that. The 3-week stall is a thing. Remember that. You're going to freak the F out when you stop losing at week 3. But remember, your body just underwent major, major surgery. Your body's probably still in shock. Your body's still trying to figure things out. Don't freak out. Don't freak out. You will start losing again. Take care of yourself and let your body heal. Your weight loss is also not going to be proportionate. Some people have said that you lose from the top down. I've noticed all sorts of different things. I think the first skinny thing I noticed was my feet got thin. And I'm like, I don't care about seeing, the bones in my feet. Let's get rid of this gut. Like I said, you will feel like you'll never feel normal again. Trust me, you will. You will. But take that opportunity to get your good habits and your good routines down while you're still figuring out your normal life so it becomes part of your new normal routine. It'll be so much easier that way. Because you will feel normal again and it will be very easy to slip back into old habits. Like drinking, like smoking cigarettes, like binge eating or eating your feelings. And yeah, you can't eat your feelings as much as you used to, but you could still make some pretty bad choices if you want to. So take that time where you feel just weird and abnormal to start the healthy habits that are going to, ensure your success now and long term. I think the biggest one, in my opinion, is it will be okay in the end. This is such an emotional journey, and there are going to be times where you're not sure what you've done and what you're doing and where you're headed, but it'll be okay, I promise. And like I said, take advantage of the online, weight loss surgery community. Just take things with a grain of salt, but you can find some of the greatest people in the world in the community. I met one of my very best friends through this. Love you, Kimberly. Love you, Kiki. Say love you, aren't you, Kiki? Are you sleepy? And I mean, I'm here. You can reach out to me on YouTube. You can reach out to me on Instagram, LeaLeaVSG. That's LeaLeaVSG. My account's not private, so you can see all my posts. You can direct message me. You can comment, questions, concerns. If I can help, I'm here. I think that's it for now. I think I'm gonna see if this little lady wants to go potty because she scarfed down her dinner and then just tried to eat some of her brother's. So we might have a poop on the way. So hope everybody's doing well, and I will talk to you all soon. Love you.